we've been around 18 years, and we made it, at least adulthood for now. And from time to time, we ask you guys for a little bit of help to stay in business, honestly. And so there's a couple of things that we promise you guys in return. One is to constantly put out the progressive message there. I was talking to a reporter recently, and he was tracking how Bernie Sanders rose online. He's like, how did it happen? Well, honestly, we were a decent sized part of that. And I had a fan come up to me recently and say, you know, something weird about the algorithm back in 2015, whenever I searched Bernie Sanders, only your videos would come up. Brother, that one wasn't the algorithm. We were the only ones doing videos about Bernie Sanders, let alone positive videos. And I mean the whole TYT network. And so, and the mainstream media obviously was not. So we've been putting out that progressive message for 18 years now, and we've done it with your help through membership and every once in a while fundraising drives like we're about to do, okay? tyt.com/go. So I'm gonna explain the details of that in a second. But the second promise we give you guys is to help progressives actually get wonderful candidates. As Ryan Grimm reported in his book, we've got people. Young Turks audience raised $2.5 million for just Democrats. And no one thought it was possible, and look at that. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, let alone the three incumbents, Ro Khanna, Pramila Jayapal, and Raul Grijalva. Look, did we do that all by ourselves? Of course not. Did you even do that all by yourselves? Of course not. They ran amazing campaigns. There was other wonderful groups involved, and of course the candidates themselves. But you helped make that happen. We asked you to deliver something. You helped us to do that. Progressive message plus progressive candidates. And the third part of it is change. At the end of the day, what we're all trying to do is get to positive change. If we don't pass the bills, we haven't done it. Now, one of the things I want to do is empower you guys to be able to be those change agents. So we're working on that internally right now. That will launch later this year. But in order to make that happen, all of these things, keep the progressive message on air, help progressive candidates, and most importantly, empower you to make the change. All that's coming this year, but we need your help. So we're trying to raise $200,000 a month for the rest of the year to get to $2 million drive. So if you say, well, Cenk, you do this every once in a while, it's true. We do it every 3 or 4 years, okay? New York Times recently wrote a story about Prager University, and they said, you know, all this laudatory things, oh my God, it's so amazing, it spreads the conservative message on college campuses, et cetera. And in the middle, just one little quick paragraph, it might even have been a sentence. Oh, by the way, they're funded by 2 right-wing billionaires who give them $23 million a year for free. It's not an investment. We had an investment. Investment's totally different, right? That's used to run your business, grow your business. This is here every year, $20 to $25 million check for free. You do anything you want with it. You don't have to make money. You don't have to do anything else. They have no economic pressure at all. We have infinite economic pressure. So every once in a while, we need you guys, and this is one of those times. So we're gonna try to do one step at a time here. We're asking you to go to tyt.com/go. Every once in a while, we'll show you the thermometer to see how it's going. I'd love to raise 200 a month through the end of the year so we can get 2 million so we make things happen. Look, guys, I'm gonna keep it super real with you guys. I don't know if you know this, but Francis Maxwell, Hassan Piker, Brooke Thomas, they're some of our best hosts ever, and they're not here. Ken Klippenstein, we loved them as a reporter. You guys helped us hire him. Somebody outbid us for him. They did a great job, and I'm super glad they got him. And he's doing great work at the Nation, but we don't have enough money. And so it's not fake, it's super cold, hard reality. And so we're doing our best here to try to make things happen. I hope you can participate with us so that we can do this all throughout the election year. Man, this is such an important election year. It doesn't get any bigger than this. We're calling it endgame, right? Because it is either progressives win and we get everything. We get, not everything, but you get a progressive president, hopefully get a House and Senate that's progressive. Oh my God, we're in position to pass the bills and change people's lives. A story I tell all the time, now backed up by a study that came out from Yale University professors at Lancet that published it saying, yes, Medicare for All in fact saves 68,000 lives a year. Guys, 68,000 people, picture it, that's a stadium. That's a stadium full of people. And either they're gonna live or they're gonna die. It's not exaggeration, it's not hyperbole. If we don't pass bills and we don't get you change, people actually die. They die in wars, they die because they don't have health care, they die because of climate change. we're all on a rescue mission together, and we absolutely positively need your help. We don't do it every year, and we don't ask you unless we need it, unless it's absolutely real. So tyt.com/go, please make that possible for us in this super important election year.
I think we have a fun video to share with you guys.
Yes, that's right.
This will kind of give you a sense of who we are, what we stand for, and we're hoping that you'll support us and keep us sustainable. The Supreme Court has ruled that Donald Trump can use military funds to build his border wall. That I saw in their mouths. I believe that to acquit Donald Trump.
2020 is endgame. Everything. If progressives win, we're done apologizing. They should apologize to us for all that they have done to us 1,000 times over.
Well, sad day for you. It is the end. And in 2020, we're going to clean your clock.
A major poll indicates that both Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren are now leading in the Democratic primary.
Here comes Warren. There goes Biden.
Over the past few days, not only has Bernie Sanders gotten a number of high-profile endorsements in some of the early states, he's been doing very well in the early state polls as well.
There's all these establishment candidates that have gotten a lot of airtime that their polling did not merit.
Bernie Sanders is one of the front runners, and that's not an accident.
And if there's gonna be all this media attention on Buttigieg, which there has been, like, yes, we got it, Norwegian, piano, all of that. What about what you did?
For some reason, the media treats him with kid gloves. They're so against going after him on very significant policy issues.
It is increasingly difficult for the American public to get any sort of truth. The majority of America might turn on the evening news for a little while and just unfortunately don't get informed.
Logic is irrelevant, facts are irrelevant. The only thing they got is fear and hatred.
Things are different this time around.
They always work from a point of fear and trying to second guess potential pushback from Republicans. It's a position of fear and lack of control.
There's some chance that Bernie's gonna have an uprising like no one's seen before. And it's gonna absolutely shock the establishment.
They all say, we need someone who can beat Donald Trump. You know what they never do after that? Pull out the head-to-head polls with Donald Trump and show that they're the one to do it.
You have these wine cellar meetings and you have these big money donors, and that doesn't necessarily guarantee you much.
So you could try to move mountains and you could do anything you like a month before the election, and it's gonna have a minimal effect.
And gave the Congress the ability to control this president. I got them.
Certainly resonates with people of all political ideologies because we're all in the same boat together. We're dealing with the same frustrations, the same difficulties in providing for our families.
Winning is everything.
Yes.
And he could win Super Tuesday, he could win California. Right now, he's in the lead. Because there is a ton of hope right now. More hope than we have ever had in this country. If you're asking why, I'm asking why not. Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.